Hello.
Okay, before we start, early tap point on offer. What's changed here? Not the house. House has changed. Early tap point on offer. Oh, what's changed here? Right, I'm going to go to the end of the chat and see who gets the point. Something fundamental has changed here.
I've streamed up. That's not the answer. And I've just noticed Simply Jackson is in the chat, and I did see your message. I've shown Nick. We're going to look it up, so we can't remember the exact title of it. So we're going to look into that for you and get back to you. But thank you so much for that offer. That's really fabulous.
Yeah, that would be amazing. We'll get onto that in a minute. Oh, there we go. Susan gets the point. I can't stop coughing. We've been moving stuff for the last few hours, and there's dust everywhere. I've missed.
I must be. I don't know if it's just I'm warm and everything else is cold, but I keep sticking up.
We've been moving racking and stock and all sorts, so we're quite hot and bothered and dusty. Yes, we're the other way around.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd just go with it.
Because if we sit here to eat, that's where we sit, weirdly. And then we just did it automatically. And I said, oh no, we're the wrong side.
Doesn't matter.
I've just been taking my glasses off because I can't see you.
So welcome everybody. Sorry for the bizarre start. Let's say a few hellos for the early birds. Pete was in first, and Dave and Ben. Welcome all. Good evening, Chris. Hope you're well, mate.
No, I literally.
Dave's gone mad with the emojis. Oh, you've steamed right up. You're having a hot flush.
It's very warm. We've been moving, racking.
There's Susan.
I would have to squint at the chat.
Sharon, lots of hellos. Hi, Nick and Andrea. Wow, your new house is gorgeous. Love the history of it and the character. I hope you have happy times there. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who commented on our little house tour. Yeah, we bought it because it is full of character. There's no straight edge in this house. It's very old, full of history. And as you were saying, the chap who's contacted us, we've seen footage of this house on a BBC Two documentary from 1985, I think it was. Yeah. It was called something like...
Well, it might have been 86. I don't know. But anyway, around that time.
Yeah, it was about this village struggling in the 80s with people moving out to towns. It's gone the other way now, and lots of people are moving into these villages from towns. And it was on YouTube, and now it's been taken down for whatever reason.
Maybe it's copyright or something.
Maybe. There is a local historian that we've already met. I'm going to be his best mate. And hopefully he'll know. He may have a copy. But yeah, who was it in the chat who said they might be able to? Simply Jackson. We would love that.
We'll get back to you on that.
Absolutely. Yeah, so many people loving this room in here.
I love it too.
It's filling up rapidly with food and supplies now as well.
Like you said, you don't like it because you keep banging your head.
This is the lowest threshold door, in the house. I'll hit my head on that one. I don't like it. Margaret, welcome. So a few more hellos. Leanne is in. Antoinette is in. Fantastic. There we go. Yes, Simply Jackson. Yeah. What a wonderful thing to be doing as well. Archiving old footage. That's absolutely. So cool. Right, I'm going to whiz down unless there's any questions as I go. Hi, Damien. Damien's in. Oh, Damien's boot sale was crap.
We didn't go this week because we had Ellen here for the weekend.
Yeah.
Which was so nice. It was just so nice to have her home. I was really emotional when I had to say goodbye. Wanted her to stay.
Yeah, we didn't. So we had Ellen here and lots of things going on. So we didn't boot sale this weekend, but last weekend, when we were freshly arrived, there was a tiny boot sale here in the village, and then there was one village down that our family member Cheryl happened to be selling at. So that's what we're going to share with you. A couple of charity shop bits in here as well, even some stuff from the tip. Before we left, before we left Hitchin, we had a dump run of some bits and bobs we had to get rid of. and they have a tip shop. And the day we were moving, or the day before we moved, I think, you were buying more stuff to bring with us.
That's just us, though, isn't it? We went to go and get rid of stuff. We bought more stuff.
Yes. Oh, Fletch says we were sourcing in charity shops in Dis on Saturday, your neck of the woods. Yes, we have checked out all of the Dis charity shops months before we moved. There's a couple of good ones there, isn't there? Yeah. We did quite well on our.
Said he didn't find them great.
Oh, we did okay.
We went into Thetford during the week, didn't we? And there was a couple of charity shops that were all right, but most of them were really overpriced.
This was better for what we were looking for than Thetford.
I mean, ridiculously overpriced. Like tiny jelly cat things, not even like a proper jelly cat, but they wanted £10 each for them.
There was and we went up to Attleborough. For a small town, there's quite a few charity shops there, and they were very hit and miss, weren't they? We didn't come away with much, but that was an interesting little town. Okay, so we are going to share some stuff. So let's remove that comment. Damien still thinks we should rename the channel Dis, Tat and the Other. We're not in Dis, though. If we were living in Dis,
but not in Dis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kev says Thetford is terrible for Chazzers. Just saw a comment up here I was going to read out. Carol says, love the leaf wallpaper upstairs. Looks move-in condition for sure.
They have done a lot of work to the main house and spent a lot of time and obviously money, but care and attention to it. So we're pleased with that. There are a few things we want to do in here, but the main work for us, as we've explained, is outside. Yeah,
we're not going to have to change a lot at all, so that's good. It's just going to be maintenance, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Bold Finds, thank you so much.
Oh, hello, thank you. That's lovely of you. Do you want to read that one out?
Thanks to you both, I started reselling and got the confidence to start my own channel. I know it's not a lot, but get a bottle on me. Thank you.
Cheers.
We had a really lovely present from Shelley and Tom, didn't we?
We did. Yes. We need to share some of them. We need to share some cards. That was so lovely. And please check out Bold Finds channel. I can't remember the name. Who is it? That's terrible of me. I've watched a couple of your videos. Very good. So yeah, check out the channel. That's the channel name there. Growing really well as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah. We got two very lovely bottles of wine from Shelley and Tom. You may or may not know that Tom works for Lathwaite, so he's very knowledgeable on wine.
Yes.
And we had a Pinot Noir, which was called Purple Owl, and it was so nice.
Didn't last long.
This is a Cabernet. We might crack that open tonight.
We may do. Yeah, Shelley, who many of you probably watch on YouTube, we've known her for years now. We've been to some festivals with Shelley and Tom. Thoroughly lovely people, and we had a surprise gift.
David, we missed your super chat. Let's have a look.
Did we?
Sorry about that. Oh, Jeff's off.
Jeff's just woken up. We missed a super chat.
Oh, here we go.
There we are.
Bring back knife case.
Oh.
Well, we used some of them, so they're in the dishwasher, and Nick scooched them up so that it didn't worry anybody.
they were worrying some people last week, so they're just out of shop.
But David Williams, hello. I need to tell you that I picked up a chicken mug. I mean, you don't have to buy these at all. I'm just showing you if you wanted.
We're giving you first refusal on the chicken merch.
Chicken mug, and it is Danone.
Danone are worth looking out for. We've done well with Danone mugs, so have them on your radar.
But also, let me just take the comment.
Show you the name again.
But also, I found salt and pepper pots.
They are cool. Pots. Is there a brand, or are they just?
It does. It says something. Yeah.
I'm in the wrong spot.
Our roosters.
Oh, our roosters.
I don't know what that is, but.
Yeah. Oh, that's just so.
Anyway, I just thought I'd show you these because I know you like your chicken stuff.
If you were interested, you can have first refusal, but they were cool. Where were they from? Charity shop?
No, that was from the boot sale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let's carry on sharing there. Well, there's one other charity shop bit that I spotted. I think the only thing we picked up in Thetford, we weren't really sourcing. We were over there to buy a new mattress, weren't we?
Oh, we'll drop you a message, chicken.
Okay.
Chicken Mercy, but I think that's a typo.
So we were in Thetford doing, boring jobs like buying mattresses and stuff. And we had a wander up the high street. We weren't really sourcing, but I found this. This is a theme park mug, Alton Towers Hotel. And it's a good one. I paid £1.50. And I did look it up after. What did I say? Maybe 20 quid on this? Was it? Something like that. We sold, I think I've had Thorpe Park mugs. I've probably had Alton Towers ones. I can't remember specifically, but there's a collector's market for theme park merch. If you can find early like maps, when you go to a theme park like Disneyland or whatever, you get a map. I've seen maps for places like Alton Towers from way back in the 90s. Can fetch really good money. So yeah, always check through your piles of ephemera and stuff. But there you go. That was our one pickup from
Yeah, I had
Thetford.
to walk out that charity shop because we had Jeff with us, and and a big dog walked in, and he was like barking his head off.
He wanted to play and was being very boisterous. So yes. Okay.
Hamster Nibbler says, "What do you think of the new listing tool? I really like it.
I don't like it.
I prefer it.
Yeah. I'm slower to adapt to change, being a grumpy old man. So I am, I'm resisting. I keep switching back to the old one. Although I think they're taking that option away slowly but surely, aren't they? We haven't listed for a couple of weeks, so I don't know if we've lost that option.
Oh, the documentary was called Village Voice, narrated by Ian McShane, and it's listed on IMDb. So if you're still in Simply Jackson, that's what it is.
Village Voice.
Village Voice.
Yeah. If anyone can find it anywhere, let us know. Because the outside, the village square here is shown in it a few times with some amazing footage from the 80s. And then they come in the front door as a post office and they interview the lovely couple who used to live here behind the counter. And it's just, before we bought the house, way before we bought the house, after the first visit, I found that and we were like, oh my God, that's inside the house. It was really weird.
It was really cool, wasn't it?
And then it was taken down on YouTube. So yeah, that's really handy. Are we going to remember that?
Village Voice. I'll put it in.
Make a note in your phone. Right, let's do, I just saw that Karin's in, I think.
Oh yes, hello Karin.
We need to do some thank yous. So Karin very kindly sent us this, which is like a little address thing. We won't show you that. It's actually got our postcode on it. We won't show you that. To Nick, Andrea, Ellen, and Jeff, he gets a mention. Here's to new adventures in your new home. So thank you so much to Karin, Darren, and Monty. We had one from
Village Voice.
A Monopoly one. So good theming for me. Dear Nick, Andrea, Ellen, and Jeff. This was Andy. So thank you so much, Andy. Really appreciate the card.
I thought that was genius because of the Monopoly board.
The Monopoly connection. Yeah. This gorgeous one.
I love that. I might frame that actually.
Best wishes, Flipping Maggie.
Yeah,
I don't know
really
if you're
love
in.
That card.
Welcome to your new home, Andrea, Nick, Jeff. He always gets a mention, and Ellen. Here's hoping that it exceeds all expectations. Looking forward to visiting Norfolk via YouTube. So thank you, Flipping.
Yeah, I love
Maggie.
that card so much. It's really lovely.
We may keep that one framed somewhere. And another one here was from Claire.
And Claire lives in Norfolk.
Yes. You're on the other side of Norfolk to me.
She says if we ever fancy a beach trip and a coffee, we're always welcome. So we might take you up on that.
Yes. So thank you so much, Claire and family, for the card. Thanks for thinking of us. It's been lovely to receive cards here. It really makes it feel like home in a weird way.
Okay, looking through my VHS tapes for it. Thank you.
Wonderful. Ooh, that would be so cool. I would love to do like a sort of now and then if I could get clips from that showing the outside of the house and that video, that part that's inside, and do a now and then, how the house has changed in appearance outside and the market square. Because the house over there, which was a pub, hasn't been a pub for a long time. This was a pub once as well. It was then a garage. There used to be a petrol pump outside it, and there's a shop with the policeman stood outside the house, dead opposite or to the side, with a petrol pump. And our house is in that shot as well. It's just amazing. And that was only in the mid-80s. We're hoping to find people. Well, we already have met somebody who remembers using the post office. We met that lovely old couple, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love all of that. Really do love all of that stuff. Have
you tried Fakenham? We haven't been to Fakenham yet.
I don't think we have yet. We have changed all of the addresses now, or at least I thought we had. I went through everything and changed the return address, and we'll have to double check that then.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that.
Yeah, because I changed the location of us and therefore the stock. Anyway, we'll check that out. Thank you.
Is it Village Voices? Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds like what someone else just said.
Yeah, they said Village Voice, but it might be Village Voices.
I don't know if it was a series of different villages they documented or whether it was a one-off. It felt like a one-off.
Yeah, if there's several, I can message you and tell you which one it was.
Yeah. Ooh, we might be onto it.
Is there a local pub? There is. But you know, it closes at 9 o'clock on a weekday and 10 o'clock on a weekend.
Yeah, we're used to pubs. We used to pubs staying open way later than that.
Yeah, but we did go up there with Ellen, didn't we, over the weekend? Sat in there on Saturday afternoon.
We have frequented the pub again.
Went for a walk in the woods and then had a nice drink in the pub.
Chris is up in Wisbech. Is that how you say that?
Wisbeach.
Wisbech. Thursday, Friday, seeing friends and had to go buying at an auction. Oh, we were in. Yes, we are going to, once we get settled and we get the office up and running and business rolling along again, we will be checking out the auction as well.
Yeah, I'll message you actually and tell you what the name of the village is.
Okay, we were sharing stuff. So we've done keep your eyes peeled for merch from theme parks. You spotted this. Oh, while I think of it, picked up some books because it was an instant bundle. Although people have been selling these for up to £6-7 each. There are, it's 10, isn't it? 10 of these kind of folio editions. I don't think they're proper folio ones because they have the sliding case, I think. Oh, they smell musty.
I do. I've just replied to your message.
They are all Dick Francis, these Heron hardback editions. And bundles of these do quite well. I'm probably going to aim for about 20, maybe a bit more. Paid a couple of quid. So they're quite nice. Instant bundle.
I guess it is good for the neighbouring houses, but we don't generally finish dinner until like about 9 o'clock. So if you fancied a date night,
we have
stuffed.
We have a late dinner, don't we? Generally. Yeah. I mean, there is another pub a few yards outside our front door. Sadly, that one didn't make it through COVID, so they're looking for new owners for that, or new landlord. Anyway, so there's those. I'm going to probably do as a bundle, but like I said, people have achieved £6 or £7 each on them, so we'll see. I do like a quick turnover on stuff these days. You spotted this little beauty. Was this at the boot sale?
This is cool.
Was that at the boot sale here? No.
Sorry,
was that the boot? Was that at the boot sale here?
Yes. No, was it? I don't know. We've been to a couple now. I think it was.
It's a Fisher Price, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, Fisher Price. And it goes whizzy whiz. Just to call it a thing. Haven't looked it up. We don't know, but it was like 50 pence or a pound. Was it a pound maybe?
I think it was a pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool little thing.
Very cool. It said Quaker Oats on it, didn't it? Have you just said that?
Well, it says Fisher Price on top there.
Yeah, but there's a thing that said Quaker Oats.
It was a dead spider. It came with a dead spider.
Is it on the bottom?
Bear with.
Yeah, the Quaker Oats Company. So I don't know if it was a special promotional thing that they did,
No idea.
but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to look much, if any, of this up. Some breakables.
Yeah, we were saying this at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah, well spotted. So a couple of little, what would you call these? Knick-knack ashtrays?
Yeah, little catch-all jewellery things. One's got a little chip in it, but it was £1 for the two. So I picked them up. They're 1950s, I'd say.
£1 for the two, that's not bad, is it? What does that say?
Carlton ware, hand-painted.
Yeah.
Australian.
Australian?
Mm.
So they were quite dainty.
They're really nice.
These are cool. These are...
Fisher Price were owned by Quaker Oats.
Oh, see, we did think that.
To start with. Interesting, I didn't know that.
I'd never seen that name on Fisher Price stuff. But we did surmise that might be why when we picked it up. That's interesting. Anyway, these are cool as. These are 1995. The Merlin ones, I believe. Yeah, Merlin Premier League.
They're the ones you bought from Cheryl, weren't they?
Yes. And look at this. Oh, I mean, look at that. John Barnes. So these would have been, you'd get an album and you fill it up with your stickers. Look at Robbie Fowler there. There is a strong market for this sort of stuff. Whether I bother to go to the lengths of doing individuals, I don't know. I may just do a few team bundles or just sell the lot. See if there's anyone else I know the name of. Matthew Letitia. I'm not a big football fan, but I do, I know a few names here and there. Alan Smith, Colin Calderwood, never heard of him. John Jensen, Arsenal. Oh, but yeah, these are such a blast from the past. Darren Peacock, Paul Bracewell, Rural Fox, Newcastle, Gary Parker. I don't recognise any of these names. There's got to be one that I recognise. Come on.
Yes, thank you, Santa. A couple of people have pointed this out. We can't figure out why. We've changed all of our addresses. We don't know why that's doing that, but we're going to look into it. Might need to give eBay a call.
Yeah, I suppose if it's a collection, that's annoying because the location is still showing as there.
Fortunately, it only matters if somebody wants to collect, but it does give the wrong information.
People might buy it based on the collection address. Yeah, so anyway, they were cool. For £1 for the lot, absolute bargain. And
Ben says, I'd love them footy cards.
They're cool, aren't they? If you're a big footy fan and you're as old as us, you probably remember more names than I do. Where'd that elastic band go? So yeah, it's one of those things. There can't be many of these around unstuck.
Ben, I don't think we've got a price on them just yet, but if you message us.
I haven't really looked into it, but yeah.
We're probably going to start doing a bit of listing next week, aren't we?
Hopefully.
Because we've just about got set up now. We've got our Wi-Fi Wednesday. So yeah, we're getting there.
I picked up a bundle of Power Rangers. I think I paid £2 the lot. I've had this guy before. He's like a bat one. I think they're all from the same sort of series or version. So yeah, for a couple of quid, instant bundle, they should go pretty easily, and one's got a bike. That is the same as the one on the bike. So I've got two of him for some reason. I want two of the bat dude.
Bat dude.
Bat dude. Yeah, I will always pick up Power Rangers if they are cheap enough. Do you want to do your find of the week?
Yes. Hi, Neil. Oh, hi. I didn't click the right one. Hi, Neil.
Hello, Neil.
Right, I shared these on Instagram. I had quite a bit of interest in them, but they're fairly rare. So,
Yes, we have quoted a couple of people who went, "Oh, they're gorgeous. How much?"
I've said £50 privately, but I'm going to put them on for 60. So it is a set of American Greetings, vintage 1980s Care Bears glasses. There is a set of 6. So not to be confused with the Pizza Hut ones, which are a bit more common.
They are in incredible condition as well. Doesn't seem to be any damage to the printing. There's no damage to the glass.
No.
They are so nice. They weren't cheap. The lady knew they had some value, so we had to pay £18, so £3 a glass. But we were happy to do that. And as Andrea said, we're gonna start them at 60 and leave them on throughout Christmas. This is the sort of thing that does get bought up as a Christmas gift. If you've got someone in your family who's a Care Bear fanatic,
there's somebody on
these
Etsy,
are hard to find.
Somebody on Etsy is selling them individually for £30.
Yeah, which makes 60 for the set seem cheap.
Yeah, but
whether
I'm going to go for that because I don't know if she's selling them at £30. She's got them listed at that.
Yeah. Just because someone has something listed for £30 doesn't mean that's achievable. But there you go. So that was easily your find of the week, wasn't it?
Definitely.
And they are
love those.
Just gorgeous and in amazing condition.
I'm sure I had either the set or just 1 or 2 of these.
There's Grumpy.
I think I used to take Bedtime Bear to bed with me as my water glass when I was little.
Right.
So yeah, love those.
Power Rangers Jungle Fury Spirit Rangers are the black, green and light blue. Oh, okay. Interesting. Wow, £200 for that Fisher Price mixing set boxed. Well, the box,
really?
Box is going to be super rare. We don't have the box, no. And I think it would have had some other accessories as well, because it's got slots down the side for maybe a spatula or whatever. But that is interesting. It's 200 with a box.
Yeah, Selena says Care Bears are back. Boots have some modern items this Christmas. Yeah,
good.
They've never really gone away, have they? A bit like My Little Pony. They've always just.
They keep reissuing them in different, slightly different iterations. We've had some of the modern ones. They can be hard to sell because they're modern and fairly common.
I've still got my little Good Luck Bear from the 80s that I used to take to like competitions with me when I did band twirling.
The little posable vinyl ones, they go really well. Well, you've probably seen in a video, we had a bunch and we cleaned them all up.
They're so tactile, aren't they? I love them.
So collectible. They just look amazing on a shelf together. They flew out when I last had some of them.
Neil went into the Hitchin Garden House Hospice shop this afternoon. It was empty in there. Did you clear out all their stock and take it with you? We didn't, no.
No, it's interesting.
No, it is interesting. I'm sure, didn't you try to donate some stuff to them and I told you it was the wrong day or something? Or
no, it was after 4 o'clock or something. 4 o'clock's our deadline for donations. So I had a couple of bags. They were heavy, a load of books and media. We were having our last, we're not taking this with us kind of clear out.
Yeah.
And I had to carry it across town because there was nowhere to park. And it was like, I had loads of space in this back room. I said, can I just park them in the corner? No, it's past 4 policy. I'm like, I was not impressed.
It really depends here up in
I get it. You know, they have a policy.
Different places.
They had a policy, but seriously, turning away it was good stuff. We weren't giving away rubbish. Anyway, move on.
People have their funny ideas. Anyway, I bought these little 1950s salt and pepper pots.
They're that early?
Yeah, she said they were 1950s. She was getting rid of a lot of her mum's stuff, and a lot of it was 50s. So yeah.
And these, you think, are same era?
Yeah.
Salt and pepper, little wooden. I guess, yeah, these are little turned things, aren't they? Salty and peppery. They're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one lady at the boot sale, as you say, selling off a lot of stuff from her family, and she knew when it was originally bought and how old it was. And we bought a lot of stuff. Well, a little box. Is that box full, all of her stuff? I think it was, wasn't it? Some of it, at least.
Can't remember, because there were two ladies that we bought a load of vintage stuff from. So these are really interesting. I like these. The set of 6 of these.
You can see by the imperfections in the glass that they're not mass produced. They wouldn't be handmade.
I'm pretty sure these are 50s or 60s. But yeah, these are gorgeous.
The glass has a lot of imperfections in it.
Yeah.
And they're printed with this leaf design.
Like a little bubble. They look hand blown, don't they?
Possibly. I don't know. But they are, it's amazing they've survived as a 6.
Yeah.
What did we pay on those?
Ask them with your life.
Were they 50p each or something?
It was really cheap. Yeah.
We bought a load of stuff.
I think it might have been £3 for the set.
Yeah, that's what I had in my head.
Yeah.
I think we paid like £10 or something for everything from her, and we got a load of stuff. What else did we...
Eva is watching us from Canada. My sister and brother-in-law. Hang on.
Live in Mildenhall.
It's chumped. Hang on. Live in Mildenhall. Maybe try the local library for info on Village Voices.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, like I say, there is the local historian guy lives opposite over the road. So I'm hoping he may even have a copy.
Shall I
just
grab this?
Grab stuff, I guess. Well, I can quickly do these, get these bits done. Standard sealed media, 3 for £1. There's not big money in it, but I find these go really well.
I'll give these back.
We've all seen these. We had these in our house when I was a kid in the 70s. My mum was a Tupperware rep. These are in lovely condition. What did we pay on these? A couple of pounds, I think.
It wasn't very much.
We've had so many of these over the years. Not big value because they were sold in the millions, I would expect. But these are so clean. Really nice nesting pair. Yeah, happy to pick those up. We'll sell them as a pair.
They're a lovely colour as well.
Yeah, we had. I remember having a sugar, like a half-size one with sugar in it.
Oh, Gilly's got those, that Tupperware.
Yeah. Not rare at all, but there is always a market.
This was from a different lady, not the same as the blue glasses.
Oh, okay. I can't really remember. I thought this was from that lady.
No, it was different. Yeah, so the lid. This is a nice little 1950s preserved glass jar.
Doink. It's got the little hole, the little notch for a spoon. So yeah, preserved pot. With the little green. That's such a 50s colour, that.
Oh yeah.
That is really nice.
Set of these, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
I think she said it was 1960s. This was her own personal stuff.
We haven't unpacked this since today. I'm only just remembering these.
Yeah. Well, perhaps we'll just leave them. We've got a set of, I don't know, maybe there were only 3. Can't remember.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Yeah, they're really cute. I love those.
Put that in there.
I bought a very nice little jug because, you know, I have to buy a jug.
It's the law.
And I just love that design. That's cute. It's got like a little sunshine in the bottom.
Yeah, so did my mum. She used to be the local rep where we lived.
Oh, Julie's got these glasses.
Oh, interesting.
Are they 60s, Julie? Do you know?
No, they were bought in Wilkinson's last week.
I tell you what, the lady said, "Oh, these are 1960s." They're not, but I bought them anyway because they were only £2 because I thought they'd make a good Christmas gift. They're new in the box, but they're not 1960s.
They are rock and roll glasses.
Yeah,
because they're quite a cool thing. And I did actually look these up when we got home, and we went, "They're not 60s. It's got a barcode on the back." They sit like that and then they roll around. Can you imagine with a whiskey and a bit of ice in it or whatever, rolling around? Yeah, it's a bit of a novelty, but
yeah, I thought they'd just do well at Christmas.
not as old as the lady suggested.
60s of the book.
I think they're probably less than 10 years old.
But they were £2, so we nabbed them anyway.
Yeah, I don't think there's much value in it, but you can't win everything, but they look cool.
They were still worth the price, I think. This I really love. It's a little flower frog. Does that say Radford? Radford, England. Hand painted.
So Gilly says, hang on, where's it gone?
Sorry.
There we go. Yeah. They are 60s. Yes, I got them off a lady who was moving. Excellent.
Awesome. Okay.
So, yeah, they certainly didn't look modern. Really thin as well, really delicate.
Yeah.
So they are such good condition. There's no wear on the print. So we think there's only 2 then? Or I know there's 1 there.
Unless there's any more in here. Oh, 4. No, there's 4.
4. Well, that's a good number for a set, isn't it?
Oh, this is cute.
Hang on, let me get it out. So what was the make on that flower frog? I missed that.
It's Bradford.
Okay.
Hand painted flower frog.
Oh, it's a cat.
Yeah.
Dust flying everywhere.
Is that the right way around? No.
It was.
It was the right way around.
So it's a cat trinket box. That's so kitsch.
Yeah, I love that.
What do we know about this? Anything? Culpepper.
I don't know what Culpepper is. I shall do some research.
We just liked it as a practical decorative item for £1, was it? Or
yeah,
thereabouts.
Her prices were so low. It was brilliant.
We could have bought so much more as well. We were being a little bit selective, believe it or not. But yes.
Yeah, got a tiny little chip inside, but that doesn't really detract from it.
No, that's barely even noticeable. Tiny on the end.
Culpepper was a herbalist shop. Ah, okay. So it probably came with something in it originally then.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah, it certainly says it on
Can
it.
you give your lens a wipe?
I don't know if it'll help. We are sat in the kitchen. We don't have. Oh, that did help.
A bit. Sorry about that.
Let me do it properly. Hold on. Oh, we've been blurry, have we, for like half an hour? Right, so is that the end of that box? What else we got?
Belinda says, I used to go to the Culpepper shop in Cambridge back in the 90s.
Ooh.
I don't know how much for the cat just yet, but feel free to message me either on email or Instagram.
Yeah, as always,
if
you see anything you take a shine to, don't be shy. Just there's usually links below every video. Andrea's Instagram tends to be the most efficient way to contact us, but there's also email. But I would go with Instagram, and you'll get a quicker response. And we can do a viewer's rates price for you.
Lady says 70s porn look.
What, the cat?
Very different kinds. Not our OnlyFans account, Lainey.
Those dodgy northerners. Right, do you want to, shall I put that down? I'll put it over there. We're making a mess. Oh, haven't shown this. From some vintage pretty things to
practical
bargains, though. Yeah. Absolute bargains. I think I paid £2. Oh, we're actually using it. We needed the crevice novel for our Dyson because it vanished or whatever. So we've already had our £2 worth out of it.
Chris Truth said, "Oh dear, I thought it was the whiskey kicking in."
There's a little motorized head there. Those sell really well. There is an official Dyson charger, easy sale, and a load of other accessories. I think I paid £2. Was
that where you got the crevice novel?
Yeah.
now learned what they're called,
Yeah.
which
what I say.
we've ended up using for our Dyson that we've got because it didn't come with one. We bought it second hand. We didn't get one.
Oh, it didn't come in one. I thought we'd lost it.
No.
Yeah, so we've had our £2 out of it and we've been using it already. And then this car kit. Oh, the crevice novel may have come out of here. Paid £1 for a car kit, which has a brand new unused head on it, which there's your money, and a couple of extras I'll probably just throw in.
D. Blythe says, what would you have done if humans hadn't discovered what would happen if clay was put in a fire? Well, what would any of us have done? That's the question.
There's a question. That's a bit,
It's
a bit deep.
Maybe we'd all be eating out of wooden things or stone things still.
There you go. Oh, I like this.
Yes, this is cute.
But this was the boot sale that was like 200 yards from our house.
Full of something. Oh yeah.
I got a load of spares for
It didn't come with that inside.
Connect 4. And this, which I thought, because you were buying this, and I thought it was a tin. It's got a tin lid, and then this is cardboard construction, which is interesting. What did it originally have in it? Handy
Sugar candy.
Handy pandy.
Handy pandy sugar candy.
Sugar candy.
Patty cake, baker's man, hot cross buns. I don't know.
Simple Simon, Metapieman.
Some sort of sweets. It says confectionery on it. Manufactured by, what's that say?
I can't read it. What does that say?
Manufactured by the
GWS Confectionery
GWS.
Works.
Okay.
Stockport, England. Isn't that cool? Oh, and it's got Queen of Hearts on the top there. It's just lines from nursery rhymes and stuff. Anyway, we paid like 50p from. I think this came from the local historian guy who we met there. He was selling off a load of bits and bobs. I think we paid 50p on that. Might have been £1. Oh, and this was from him as well, wasn't it? From Tony.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
It's Paul, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Pair of owls.
Neil sold a camera last week and haven't stopped being pestered by buyers asking if it was still for sale ever since. Apparently it was trending on the TikTok.
Really?
Wow. That's cool.
Interesting. So yes, it's actually Paul pottery. So that is the cutest thing.
Yeah, I love that. I think it was 50p, wasn't it?
50p.
Um,
Never seen anything like that.
This daft girl got a Stonebridge mug for £1. Bargain.
Oh yeah, Neil's saying, I noticed watches jumped to 50 in a day and swiftly added £50 to the price. Well,
Yeah.
Market forces.
Have you all seen that you can actually sell on TikTok now? They have a TikTok shops. They charge fees and it's like a proper sort of selling platform.
Well, why not, right?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait, see how successful it is before I think about, we already pay enough fees on eBay and Etsy, etc. So we don't need to be paying more. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but if you get more sales, you have to pay the fees wherever they are.
But if you're not getting many views or it's not being used that much at the moment.
Oh, if there's upfront fees, I see what you're saying. So where did we get these? A set of bowls.
This was, it's a chippy there.
Yeah, I noticed a chip here as well.
This might be putting aside for a booth.
Do you remember where these came from?
Boot sale. I think it was a house clearance guy. I don't think I paid very much for it.
I remember
it was like
now.
£1 for the lot.
I think we paid £1 for the lot.
John Anton.
Yeah.
I thought they looked like Johnson Brothers, and I think there is a pattern very similar to that, if not identical, Johnson Brothers. And I wasn't sure if John Anton was connected with Johnson Brothers at all.
Coolio. Oh, there was.
But yeah, for £1, I thought they were worth picking up anyway.
So the Dyson bits were a much better bargain than I initially showed you because the rest of it is over there.
Do you want it?
Yeah, might as well. I can put it away with the other bits then. So another crevice novel,
Crevice novel.
another head, and this is the official Dyson wall bracket for the animal, the portable animal. There's a market for those. Good stuff. Get that out of the way. This is a cool thing.
And there's more.
Look at that. These little leather bookmarks remind me so much of being at school, being at school in the 80s, and we'd go away on a school trip and we'd all buy bookmarks for some reason, of Woburn Abbey or Tower of London. Whipsnade Zoo.
Yeah.
And we'd all buy those little foam aeroplanes.
They were
as well.
affordable. With the money we were allowed to take with us, they were affordable, weren't they? It's either a pen or a bookmark.
Yeah, you'd spend like 20p on one of these in 1985. But look at that. It's official Concorde merch. Love that.
That's cool.
No idea if it has any value, but it was coming home with me at 50p. What next?
So this was a recent one. I bought this in Thetford, maybe. It's a little vintage stoneware mug, and it is. I can't angle that honeysuckle. That was 10 whole pence. So I was quite pleased with that. I was going to nab that for 10p.
Oh yeah, it was in Attleborough.
Oh, was it in Attleborough? Okay.
There was one of the charity shops up there, and for us, as I said, for a very small town, a lot of charity shops. One was like, it was in aid of the local school, and I think they get a lot of support from the community, and they just turn stuff over. Mugs were 10p. It was one of those. It was amazing. So we'll be popping up there quite regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Concorde was an amazing era in history, and it's shame that we've kind of gone backwards in technology now. We don't have supersonic aircraft anymore, but we did for a couple of decades.
Yeah.
What's rattling? What's that?
I think I already have one of these in stock, to be honest, but we just picked one up anyway. It's a little JAJ gravy boat.
Yes. Talking about things we bought as kids, can you remember those little furry balls with eyes, little googly eyes, that used to have a ribbon on that said where you had visited?
Oh, yeah.
They had feet.
And you stick them to things.
Feet, a little fur ball.
They
and
still
eyes.
sell those, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
And wherever you went, you'd buy a rubber with the name of where you'd been on it as well, wouldn't you? Standalone farm. Whatever. Yeah.
We getting
Selena.
loud notification noises. Do you need to shut down Facebook?
I
I blame that Ian bloke,
I can close down these windows here. Selena says, yes, please, to the bookmark. Okay. Yeah, drop us a message. You are welcome to it. It's so cool. I don't think it was ever used. Look at that. Really nice.
Oh, TJ says, can I get a get well message because I'm very poorly suffering with extreme pink eye. Oh, get well soon, TJ. That's horrible.
Yeah, hope that clears up. Yeah. Nasty.
Jane has relatives living in Attleborough.
It's nice.
It's lovely. We really liked it.
And that's 10 minutes in the car for us. So
yeah. I went to get my COVID jab.
Yes.
So we went around the charity shops as you do.
Yeah. Hi, Kate. How are you? Oh, no, Kate's little image there. Where did that go?
Oh, yeah. I don't know where it went.
Especially for Susan, if Susan's watching.
This one doesn't talk, though, yet.
We found another one.
It needs new batteries.
We had, do you remember the original Jeff? And then there was Jeff Arena. We sold them off in the charity auctions, I think. Didn't we sell those?
Mm.
We found another one. I haven't tried them out with batteries yet, but normally these go.
I think he might be making his way to the charity auction this year.
I don't know, possibly. Oh, there we go. We paid £2 in a charity shop near us.
Yes, Wymondham is nice. We went there once. We did family camping nearby, didn't we?
Wymondham.
We went on the train.
Oh, what's that?
Wymondham.
What's that to Wymondham?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. You have a better memory than me. Yeah, Susan's in that.
Smash it with a hammer, she says.
No, that I only do that to Furbies.
Jeff Arena's cousin. Yes.
Yeah, so we'll see. There is a charity fundraiser ongoing. Lainey's been working really hard on a charity thing this year, and we're going to help out at the end of the month with an auction. So watch this space.
Yeah.
You spotted this. Sorry, while I see it.
Oh yeah.
Sealed board game. I don't think there's much value in it, but at Christmas they fly out.
Christmas gift because it was sealed. I love this plate. I just picked it up because I really, really loved the design on it. It's got a very tiny chip on it, but it's Royal Cauldron Bristol Ironstone Bird of Paradise by Judy Cunningham. It says on the back. But I just loved it. I don't know if it's got any value to it whatsoever, but as you can see, it was 50p, and I might just get one like a plate stand and display it.
Yeah, it's more a piece of art than a plate, to be honest.
I love it.
What's the big one?
And then the big one is Paul again, and you picked that up because I think that was like 50p as well.
Yeah, seemed like it might seem like a good idea.
I got it right on the camera. I'm not used to sitting this side. Yeah, so
what
nice
did
little.
We buy? Oh, it was that.
Nice little serving plate there.
Yeah. Let me show you the pool. I'm sure you all know it, but there I can't.
Thistlewood, I think.
Pool.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh yeah. So this is the charity raffle that we were talking about.
Yes.
Oh, Susan's in Wales.
Yes.
With dodgy internet. Oh no, you don't need that when you move.
Yeah. Hope you're having fun in Wales. So that little pile we got in a charity shop when we went back home.
Yeah.
Well, back to where I used to be home.
Yeah. It's weird when you still call it home, isn't it?
Oh, we will for a while.
It still feels like it.
Yeah. We lived in Hitchin since the 90s, so it's going to be hard to not call Hitchin home.
I'll just quickly share these. I've got a set of 5 of these in Attleborough the other day. I think they're modern anyway, but I'm going to keep them because they go really nicely with the coffee machine. And Ellen, being home, has now descaled it and made it work. And we made coffee the other day.
Yeah, we bought a Coffee Gadget home coffee making machine for £5, was it? £5 or £10? They are expensive, but I don't think I'm allowed to sell it now. But yeah, they can be into the hundreds of pounds. So look out for coffee machines.
£2 for a set of 5, which I thought was bargainacious. So
you're keeping these for home coffees?
Yes.
Ooh.
So when we have guests round, I can make people coffee in the mornings.
And then some more. Are these Denby ones?
I think they're Denby. They're the same shape as the blue ones I had.
We sold a couple of days ago. I think it was in our first dispatch of orders from this house. We sold a blue pair of these for like £12 or something, was it? Or tenner. And these are like a fawn beige colour.
Got a pattern on it.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
It's really faint though.
Got a little.
The other ones weren't marked either, were they? The other ones.
No, they weren't marked, but they're definitely Denby.
Yeah.
So I think these are as well. Oh, Ellen's calling. Right, you show the plates. I'll go and talk to her quickly.
So when we were back down Hitchin Way, we popped in one of our local haunts, and we picked up these. This is worth having on your radar. So we've got Midwinter. A lot of the Midwinter stuff we find so common, and it's really look at my filthy nails. We've been in the outhouse working out there and moving stuff around, so I need a shower tonight. Excuse me. This is sun. See the sun pattern? There's a demand for this. Have a look on eBay. I did look at the dinner plates. People were getting some pretty decent money on dinner plates. We have 2 side plates. We love this design. I'm going to have to wrench these away from Andrea, I think, to sell them.
Yeah, they're all nice.
So I'm thinking they're side plates. So that's a cake plate. And these are the big ones, the dinner plates. Look at that. couple of them have slight issues, but at a fiver the lot, I can't remember the numbers now, but you're talking £10 a plate on these and beyond. Or was it considerably more than that? I think it was. Anyway, they were nice.
Yeah.
How many big ones? 3. Oh no, I think I got rid of.
Yeah,
There
I
were
think
2
we-
that were badly
yeah,
chipped, and we
badly chipped.
binned them. They were past doing anything with.
Yeah.
So I think all of these are okay. Very nice. Yeah.
Yes, lovely.
You'd keep these, wouldn't you? I think.
Yeah. Ella's just got home. I said I'd call her back.
Ah, Ellen's been on the train from Norfolk to Brighton.
It takes like nearly 4 hours. Bit of a mammoth journey for her now.
They could both be cake plates. It just depends on the size of your slice of cake, says Steve. True. Nick and Andrea, will they be going to a Hitchin meetup or the new place? We're probably going to do a meetup in Hitchin again. I'm having an app meeting tonight because we're thinking we've missed the boat with the season for the app, and we're totally fine with that. Life got in the way, moving house got in the way, many problems got in the way. But what we do want to do is kind of have a kind of soft launch and let other fellow resellers get early access to it and have a launch and a meetup at the same time is our idea now. So we can get whoever turns up will get access to the app early, and we'll have a Christmas meetup. So that's the vague plan, but we don't really have any concrete idea of that.
We need to set a date.
So we need to do that. Hopefully this week we'll come up with a date and all meet up and have fun in Hitchin. Is the plan at the moment, but that might change.
We can probably get our heads around that this week.
Have we shared?
I think that is it. We shouldn't really be buying
that
stuff.
blue thing?
That was from the tip shop. Did I sell that? I did not sell that. Did I? I've sold it yet. Did I show it?
I don't think we showed that. So there was
There
a
were
couple.
2 things, but I don't know where the other one is.
No. So as I said, we were getting rid of some stuff before we moved at the tip, and we came away with more stuff. One of which, this is signed with it. Is this just like tourist wear?
I don't know. I liked it though. Blue and white ceramics do well.
We liked it, so it came home for £1 or £2. Oh, £2, it says on top. So this is a tip shop. So many of you probably know what they now call recycling centres, not tips. Generally, most of them have a shop now, and the one where we used to go a lot, really improved its shop.
Just as we moved.
It used to be rubbish, and we're there, and it's like shelving and really organised, and had all sorts. And is this Delft?
Yeah, that's Delft.
So Delftware, it's got the little windmill. A lot of them do.
Yeah, there's
blue and white.
That's what it says on the bottom.
Yeah, it's got that cool little man, Drosty.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that one was £1. So
yeah, signed by the artist.
That feels really quite modern to me.
I don't think it's modern.
I'm just saying what I think.
It is.
I know nothing.
No, I don't think it is.
So
yes.
We have a ceramic spoon rest with that same signature. I think it's Portuguese. Yeah,
Okay.
That would make sense.
Yeah. I just thought being blue and white, it caught my eye. I really liked it.
Right, I think we're going to wrap up
Yeah,
soon.
just looking back
We're on
to
the
see if
hour.
I've missed anything.
So that is most of it. There were some other bits and bobs, but this was the interesting stuff. That was
Chris Morgan. Did you read this?
No.
I was looking through all of my Depeche Mode memorabilia, as I am the guy who worked for Mute Records, Daniel Miller, back in the 80s. I sent you the Leave in Silence 12-inch ages ago.
Wow, epic. Worked for Mute. Imagine that. In the 80s when they were brand new, tiny little. I mean, it's amazing to me how vast they became.
Who was it the Lex worked for? Was that Mute?
Creation.
Creation.
Yeah. yeah, Lex worked at Creation during Oasis period there. Imagine that. She met all those guys. Yeah, that's epic, Chris. I would have loved that. Wow. And of course, Depeche Mode have announced they are continuing despite losing founder member Andy Fletcher. They have announced a new album, Memento Mori, which will be out next March, I think. And they are touring next year. We have tickets. We got tickets the moment they were on sale. We have some friends that are going to the same gig. We're all standing tickets, so that's going to be epic. We are having to drive all the way to Twickenham for this one. And from here, it's quite a trek.
Yeah, well, we went to see Natalie Imbruglia, didn't we, at Shepherd's Bush?
We did.
On Wednesday. And we left here at 11:30 and we got home at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite a long day. And we're going to see Billy Idol this week.
Oh, we're going back down to London.
Very similar journey. But we did go via your mum and dad's to drop Jeff off, so he could be dog sitted while we went to London. Yeah,
I think in the future we will arrange, give mum and dad plenty of warning that we'll stay over there, so we only have to trek out of London to Hertfordshire.
We might even ask them if we can stay Wednesday. I don't know.
Yeah, but Natalie Imbruglia, who I'm sure you all remember from the 90s, she hasn't had a career since, but she was huge in the late 90s. She was really, really good. Her voice was incredible.
Absolutely fantastic.
And the band were amazing. Yeah, it was a good night. Very good night. The crowd was friendly. We've been to some gigs where they're really not. We had a good laugh with some of the people we were stood around. There's a woman there we chatted to a lot from Australia, seeing an Australian live in London, which was quite amazing.
Yeah, and a 23-year-old guy had come on his own. Yeah. And he was into what he called vintage music.
He made us feel so old. He's like 20-something. He's like, yeah, I'm into my vintage music. We were like, oh. We were working in Virgin when Natalie became a big star. Anyway, yes. Yeah. So
I was just going to read this comment from Revived Collections. This week I found a rare vintage Foxwood Tales mug by Villeroy and Bock. Paid £4 and now selling from 95 and upwards. That's fantastic.
Wow. Foxwood Tales, Villeroy and... Is that Bosch, do they say?
Bock, I don't know. I said Bock, but I don't know. It might be Bosch.
That's one to have on your radar then. I've no idea. So we normally end on some words of wisdom. So if you want to pop some in, we will read a few out and pick a favourite and let you guys get on with your Sunday evenings.
Chris said he's met the guys many times.
Oh, that's so awesome.
They were lovely, very down to earth.
They are. I think Martin in particular has just such a lovely soul. He's such a calm, respectful, has time of day for people. From what I've heard, I've never met any of them, but yeah, love them to bits.
Once Love Treasures is off on their much delayed honeymoon to America in a couple of days.
America.
A 3-week road trip with a bit of thrifting in the mix. That sounds fantastic.
Goodness.
We did a 4-week road trip, didn't we?
We did in the year 2000 and 2000.
Yeah.
We road tripped for a whole month.
22 years ago. Oh my word.
Yeah, we touched down in Orlando, picked up a car and drove all the way across to LA, and we kind of went up as well and up to Grand Canyon and across through Nevada, through Death Valley. We drove through Death Valley. That was epic. And through Yosemite, up into the snow-capped mountains. Want to do it again.
Amazing. Have a wonderful time.
Yeah, you will love it. What a way to spend the honeymoon.
Vintage the 90s. Oh my God, I need a knee blanket.
This chat was lovely, but he made us feel old.
Yeah, well, I asked him who his favourite artists were, and he said Kylie Minogue and Janet Jackson. I said, well, we get on very well then. Okay, words of wisdom. Did you hear about the hippie who loved nature so much he married a river? Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Oh dear.
Excellent. MISSISSIPPI.
Words of wisdom from David. Buy chicken merch and David will probably buy it.
Words of wisdom.
Be wary of local history guys who are in secret cults and worships standing stones.
Well, hopefully Tony is not that guy, but you never know.
Do not resent growing old. Many are denied the privilege. Yes, I like that. I've heard that before.
That is so true.
I always say that growing old is a privilege.
Yeah, if you're growing old, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Jonathan, big mistake was a hit, not a mistake. Well, yeah.
Yes, you did. That went down.
She
That was
did that.
probably one of the best tracks of
Yeah.
the night. She really went for it on that.
Yeah, she can really dance around.
We did get a little bit of footage. I don't know whether we'll put a video out. We might put some on Instagram.
I'll put it on Instagram. I just haven't had time to do that yet.
Yeah, I took a load of pictures. I'll put some on my Instagram.
Somebody asked back a while ago whether we had broadband. Now we do. Thankfully, yes.
Yes, we are now. We're now with BT. We used to be with Virgin, and touch wood, it's performing okay.
Andrea and Nick on Nick and Andrea.
It's like Ant and Dec, never switch them around.
Don't forget to stockpile the sellotape. There may be a shortage. We have such a big box of sellotape. We've needed 2 people to carry it.
It's in the loft. We have a stockpile. It came with us from Hitchin.
Moving house is fun, but it is harder every time. Yeah.
Yeah,
well, we're realizing that
because you gather stuff, and you also put down roots more and more. I think the older you get, it was quite an emotional wrench this time for me, and I've never had that before. But we've never moved far.
You've definitely struggled more than I have.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah. I've had moments with this whole thing. Yeah, I'm an emotional plonker sometimes. Don't get me started.
Don't waste life. Enjoy every day like it's your last. Totally agree. Totally agree.
I really enjoyed watching your video of unwrapping the picture we sent up. That's so cool.
Fairy liquid. 1 bottle lasts longer than 3 conservatives.
Yeah, we don't really do politics, but we feel the same way many do about Liz, bless her.
We won't get into that conversation, but you know.
I'm not sure she's cut out for the role. Let's end it there. Right.
We won't get into the conversation.
No.
But you do it changes every day, doesn't it? You listen to the news and it's like, okay, right. What are we dealing with today? I don't even care. I was cleaning the tops down today, listening to the news about how they're changing their different policies again for the 5th time in like 2 weeks. And I thought, just tell me what I'm doing. I have no control over it. So just tell me what I'm doing and I'll get on with it.
If they do too many U-turns, they'll just be going round and round and round.
We just need an election, don't we? That's all,
Enough.
Whoever you with,
Enough.
We just need to choose and be done with it.
We don't do politics on this channel. Right,
I know, I'm just saying, we just need a refresh, an election, so people can choose.
Because if you get us started, we don't stop. So, moving on. Porkies.
Cleaning out the past, packing up the present, and preparing for a much better future. This is what we're hoping for. A much better future.
We totally agree. But when we think about all of our plans that we have taken on with this, it's overwhelming. We're going to have to take bite-sized things. We've still got the whole app launch to happen, and then we've obviously taken on this big development project. We've never done anything on that scale before, so I'm having to compartmentalize things.
Yeah,
because it's all overwhelming. We're still not really, got our heads around living in this house, this amazing house we bought. It's too much.
And that's what I think I'm better at than you, is actually compartmentalizing things and putting things into little actual boxes and just being able to deal with one thing at a time.
I feel very much it's my responsibility to be in control and have everything.
You don't need to be.
No, I know, but that's what I take on. I take on too much of that. So it's a lot. Be true to yourself. Live by the golden rule. be the best you can be each day. Wow, powerful stuff. Oh, hang on. We start in San Francisco. Okay, so you're on the West Coast to start with. Then visit Carson City. I don't think we went there.
No.
Lake Tahoe, the ET Highway, Grand Canyon. Oh, we loved
did
it.
The Grand Canyon and Vegas.
If you get a chance, do the hike down. Was it Angel Trail? Was it Angel Trail? It's well worth the effort to hike down, not all the way to the river, but go down to the plateau. It's amazing, totally amazing, worth the effort. Vegas, yes, we went to Vegas and down into Southern California. Wow.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Sounds fantastic.
Take lots of pictures.
Yeah. Have an amazing time. We still haven't had our honeymoon, have we?
Not officially, no. Well, we did that. We should have called that our honeymoon, really, shouldn't we?
We weren't even married.
Oh, no, that was before.
We didn't get married till like 6 years later.
No, yeah, good point.
Kate says, if you reach the top of the mountain, you're not in Norfolk.
No mountains here. No. Have you had any Norfolk punch? No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, we thanked you for your card, Maggie.
Oh,
We
yeah.
loved it. I love your card. Hang on,
Yeah, we did.
Try not to knock things
We
over.
did some thank yous because we were thrilled to receive cards here at the new house.
Double checking. Yes, I love this card. I think I'm going to frame this because I really like it. Thank you, Maggie.
And it fits the vibe that we're going for here. You can't really go for any other vibe in a house like this other than country cottage kind of thing.
Well, we thought we'd be a bit more country cottage, but we've moved our own furniture in, and we thought we'd want to replace everything straight away. But actually, the living room, we've gone a bit more modern, haven't we? And quite like it.
It's working, sort of. We need to sort out a TV unit.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway.
Still got lots to do.
We digress. Let's see if there's any more words of wisdom, and then we will pick one. And here you go. Give a man a fish, and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you can sell him fishing tackle forevermore. Like it.
It's okay to cry. Let it out. Move forward.
Yep. I've had some moments. I can't pretend.
Where most of the time you're just a plonker.
Well, yes, I'm a plonker, occasionally an emotional one. That's what we're saying.
Oh yeah, I've triggered. We've got some.
We started politics. This is what happens.
Sandra says, I can't get my husband to move house. He's definitely took root here.
It's a big wrench. It really is.
It is.
And then let's quickly do that. What's the best thing you've found or done in Norfolk so far? Well, I think the best thing we've found are these glasses that we showed you.
I don't know if that's quite what Hayley meant,
but we've also found some new friends.
Yeah.
We went to a little gathering here in the village last night, which was to celebrate the first year anniversary of the new village hall. We met some lovely people there. So hopefully we've found some new friends, but we'll see. Yeah.
Daisy wants to know, have we decided where the Christmas tree is going to go? I think so, yeah.
That was picked out quite early.
I can't wait to decorate for Christmas.
I still think it might be better in the other window though. There's a bay window on the front. We've got one bay.
You can't see it when you're sat in the living room.
No, but it would work better there. Anyway. Right. Have we picked one? Are you still going?
Sometimes you lie in bed and you don't have a single thing to worry about. That always worries me. Charlie Brown. Bite-sized chunks is not 3 Weetabix a day. Keep to 2. That's enough roughage for anyone each day.
Okay.
Thanks, Chris. We'll bear that in mind.
Okay. So what are we going to go with then? Shall we pick?
Oh, you don't need to worry, honestly. Also, we're not very knowledgeable.
No. There's so much stuff out there.
There's plenty for everyone.
I wouldn't worry too much.
Literally, whenever we get like our friends together or we go and visit friends, we all head to the same boot sale, like, you know, several of us all together. We all come back with different things, and we all come back with lots of things.
Quite often we
Because-
go, I wouldn't have touched that with a
Yeah,
barge pole.
yeah.
Like some of the stuff Carla picks, I'm like, what are you buying? She's like, oh, I've sold these before, they're
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
and I'll show her
exactly.
what I pick up, and she's like, ugh, I wouldn't buy any of that rubbish.
Exactly. There's plenty for everyone, and we're all different. So
Yes. Okay, let's pick a word of wisdom and let these wonderful people enjoy their Sunday evenings.
okay.
Where are you going? You're going the wrong way, aren't you?
I'm seeing if there are any left.
Hey, Jeff.
You can't choose your family, but you can always choose your friends. That is very true. Sometimes
Yes.
that is good.
Have 3 Christmas trees. Don't encourage the Christmas
I've been
tree.
thinking about 2, definitely.
Yay.
Stu Mandry, fit into Norfolk society by pointing at the sky every time an aeroplane flies overhead, shouting. Stu.
Right. I
Having
think
met the resident ghost yet? I haven't. No, I haven't felt any presence of anything.
Be careful. Don't know where you were going with that.
Okay. Any regrets on the move? We'd be lying if we said not. There are some.
We've had moments where we've wondered, where we've forgotten the reasons. I think it's easy to, you know, instantly think back and thought, oh, we had this and we had that there, but we had specific reasons for doing this, and it's easy to kind of lose that in the stress of it all. I've certainly had moments where I've questioned why, but then you remember, and it's so early on. We are still coming down from the stress of the move. I think once we get into the development of the Airbnb, I think we'll throw ourselves into that and it'll be fine. But of course, you question your reasons and your decisions. Yeah. I think we wouldn't be human if we had doubts about it all. It's a big thing for us, and it was meant to be. The underlying thing was we wanted to shake things up and do something terrifying.
We did,
and we did.
And it is.
But we've always been like that, you know. When we both left our jobs back in the year 2000 and started a business, that terrified us, but it was the best thing we ever did. When we went into retail and spent all of our savings setting that up, it terrified us, and it was the best thing we ever did. You know, taking a chance again, rolling the dice. And it doesn't have to be forever. If this doesn't work out, we could do something else still. Life is for living and taking chances, so that's what we do. Right. We did spot one that we thought that was really cool. What was it?
I can't remember where it was.
Okay. I think it might be further down.
Further down.
Yeah.
Okay, so bear with.
we spotted one. Oh, well, Pete's one was really nice. Should we go with that?
Yeah. Don't waste life. Enjoy every day like it's your last. So, yeah, and that kind of fits in with what we were just saying. It's, you know, we decided we needed to take life and go.
We both knew that not that we were in a rut, but we weren't excited about things anymore. And somebody said it perfectly recently to us, that is, nothing ever changes if you don't make changes. Yeah. So that's what we've done in a drastic way. Yeah. So thank you, Pete, for that. Don't waste life. Enjoy every day like it's your last. We'll leave you with that. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for being here. We got up to 400 plus, which is amazing. We will be here again next Sunday.
Should be.
Really. Whether we have a haul or not, I don't know. If we're going to go sourcing, we are busy sorting out the office. We will give an office tour once that is done. We moved more racking in there. We are still unpacking stock. Yeah,
we're still living in chaos, which is why I haven't done any more videos. Once I feel in the headspace, I'll start doing videos again. But
it's going to take us months to get to work out how we're going to use the space here, I think. It'll be a work in progress for a while, but we will share it with you as we go. Thank you for being here. Are we done?
Yes, I think so.
Okie dokie. Shut the door on the way out. That's what Sharon always says to us when we have a chat. And we'll see you next week.
Okay.
There is a video to come, just quickly. We have now, I've nearly finished editing when we went up in the loft space here for the first time. It should be quite a cool video. So keep your eyes peeled for that Monday, Tuesday, if I can get it done. Right.
Bye. Have a good week, everyone.
Ta-ra.